They do. Have you noticed that the number of telemarketing calls has increased to a point of nauseum? Well, for a lot of individuals who have a standard home phone number, a landline is what they call it nowadays, how would you like to almost have a personal assistant who will block those calls for you automatically? That's what this is. I own this. It's in my kitchen. It is absolutely incredible technology. It's called CPR Call Blocker. And this little box, which by the way is so simple to connect, where your phone connects into the wall with this type of a connection, you're going to plug this into the wall, then into the back of the unit, and then you're going to plug your phone that you normally plugged into the wall into that port right there. There are 5,000 of the already known biggest offenders of solicitation calls. Those folks that just drive you nuts, especially around dinner time. 5,000 of them are already known by the folks at CPR Call Blocker, and those numbers have already been pre-programmed into it so that they can't call you anymore. It's like having a guard dog on your front porch, telephone-wise. The other thing is, you have up to 1,500 other calls that you can block by simply just hitting that big red button that says block now. So when you get that phone call and you pick it up, okay, you don't even have to answer the phone if you choose not to. It'll tell you the phone number and you can hit the block now button immediately. It's technology at a very affordable price. By the way, there's no monthly subscription. You own it, it's yours, and it works. Shipping and handling is free. Let me do this. I want to introduce you via our phone line. And Melissa, I promise I won't hit the block now button. Melissa is one of our high technology specialists, and you're back home in Virginia. Is that correct? How you doing? Good morning.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing really well. Doing really well. Melissa Dawson has been a part of our electronics family here at QVC for a long time. You're the one who introduced me to the technology a few years ago. Couldn't be easier. You just plug it into the wall, plug the phone into it, and it immediately reduces the number of unwanted phone calls that you get in your home.
It really does. It finally brings peace back into your home because now you're not getting all of those annoying phone calls. And especially this time of year with political season, it's tax filing season, we're just getting kind of blasted with more calls than ever before. So this is a way to finally just eliminate all those calls. And I love the second you plug it in that your phone is ringing less. I thought it was so cute, Dan, when you first got yours. You said, Melissa, I thought my phone was broken because it wasn't ringing anymore. Well, and that's really ultimately what we want.
In my house, and I've had, Melissa, you got to help me. How long has this been on the air here at QVC? Because we don't see it often, but it's been a couple years, right?
Yeah, it's been about 2 years now.
Okay.
And it's been so successful. I love reading the reviews as well because people just talk about how easy it is to set up, how now their home is quiet again. Now when they answer the phone, chances are it's a family, it's a friend, it's a loved one. And that's really, CPR's goal is just to eliminate all of those spam calls for you.
In my house, I could almost set my clock by knowing that I would get a phone call at dinner time from somebody that was soliciting for something. And you know how it is. It's a bullpen situation where the phone rings, you pick it up, you say hello, and there's this long pause of 10 seconds before they connect and say anything. That tells you right then and there that it's a solicitor that somehow got your name and your phone number off a list. 5,000 of those phone numbers are already pre-programmed into the memory, with 1,500 other numbers and storage space for you to be able to block if you want. Now, if I accidentally block someone that I didn't mean to, Melissa, let's say it's hypothetically a mother-in-law. That was a hypothetical. Pat just looked at me from across the room like, you can unblock those people simply and easily, can't you?
You can. So you can simply go back into your block list, hit delete, and that will take that person out of your block list. So if you accidentally block somebody, really easy to be able to unblock them. But, kind of what I love is CPR really kind of front loads the work for you because we really kind of have gone out and identified 5,000 of the worst known offenders out there. These are the people that aren't adhering to the do not to call list. Maybe you signed up for the federal do not call list, but you find you're still getting calls. this is a way of instantly blocking those offenders.
Well,
and then you can continue adding an additional 1,500. But really, I would say the second you plug this in, you really are going to notice that your phone is ringing so much less, because 5,000, of the worst offenders out there really does eliminate so many of those calls.
Yeah, CPR, the folks who created this, the call blocker people, they're on a mission to enforce our individual rights not to be bothered if you don't want to be bothered. It's surprising how many phone numbers there are that are on individuals' do not call list, and that list is completely ignored. And this gives you back control over your phone. It's like having an operator, like a big business or a receptionist, that's guarding your phone and preventing these people to getting through to you if you don't want to talk to them. It gives you more peace of mind.
Absolutely. Complete peace of mind. And you only need one for the entire home, by the way. So, all you need is caller ID to make this work. You simply plug it in. It's kind of nice, too. There's no monthly fees. There's no account to set up. You don't need to remember a password. You literally just click it into your phone line, and now it's going to work for every phone in your home. The nice part is you can block somebody either as they're calling. If you don't recognize the number, you can hit block right away with that big red button, and it will disconnect the call, prevent them from ever calling you again, or even mid-phone call if you realize, oh, this is a sales call or there's something not right about this call. Mid-call, you can hit that big red button. Again, it will disconnect the call, prevent that number from ever calling you again.
I really appreciate the big red button because, Melissa, I try never to be rude. That doesn't mean I don't somehow manage to be, but I'd be the one who would stay on the phone for 3 minutes thinking, I don't want to talk to this person. And with that big red button, all you do is hit it. It'll tell you across the screen, successful. It disconnects the call and also informs the bad guy out there that their phone calls will not work here anymore. So what happens again is you're going to plug it into that phone jack on the wall, the one that has this strange little plastic clip. That's what your phone normally plugs into. Well, you're going to plug this into that wall, then into this, and then you'll get a separate little phone cord that'll go from one end to your telephone. And that's all you do. There's no battery hookup. I don't have to power it up by going through the wall socket. And it just does the job every time. Melissa, I'm glad you're staying home, staying safe. Can't wait for things to get back to normal. We'll have you back in the building as soon as possible. Keep yourself well, okay?
You too as well, Dan. Be safe. Take care.
Thanks, Melissa. Bye-bye.
Well, on Sunday mornings with Pat and Dan,